We are taking up an activity to understand or get a glimpse into what happens when lines meet, two or three or four lines meet on a flat surface. Flat surface are, if floor is flat, so if you keep a sheet of paper on that and draw lines, that is considered as a lines on a flat surface. We observe if lines meet each other and what happens when they do. What you need is a sheet of paper, pen, pencil, ruler, and a flat surface like a table or even floor. I use floor actually. I just take a book, I keep it on the floor, and done deal. Now, what exactly you have to do? Place your square paper flat on the table, fold and crease. That is, you fold it anyhow you want and press it hard so that you end up with a crease. Let me actually show this. So this is an example for another activity actually. But yeah, so that's a sheet of paper and I'm folding it and yeah, I got a crease. Okay. So basically you have to hold it hard, as in hold it, right? See to that whatever you want, everything in place. Once that is clear, then press it hard. So place your square paper flat on the table, fold in crease. So fold your paper in 3 or 4 different direction, vertical, diagonal, and so on and so forth. Press firmly to make sharp crease. Draw the lines, unfold the paper, use a ruler, and so on and so forth. So basically, once you fold it, you need to take your scale, draw lines like this. So this is me who has done this. Observe pairs of lines. So pair means what? Pair means two. Take up any two line. Do they meet or cross anywhere? Well, on the sheet of paper, can you see? Take anything. Actually, let me name them. So this is P1. I don't know why am I calling that as P1. L1, L2, L3, L4 and L5. So, okay, yeah, we have 5 lines. So choose any two. You guys should be doing this. Do they meet or cross anywhere? So let me take L1 and L4. They do meet over here. They do cross over here. Then we have L2 and L3. They are not meeting on the paper. If they don't meet, like in case of L2 and L3, imagine extending them. So I can imagine extending them. Would they intersect eventually? Intersect means meet eventually. Will line L2 and L3 meet eventually? If I extend it, imagine that there is a sheet of paper and if we extend the line, do they meet? Answer is yes. I thought they would have met by now. Oh, okay. Finally they met, but yeah, it's actually going out of the screen. But they will meet, right? Count the angles. Okay. So let that be there, not an issue. So count if two lines meet, look closely at the crossing point. So let me take L4 and L2. L4 and L2. They meet over here. How many angles are there? So basically, we are looking at only this part, guys. Forget about everything else. Concentrate only in this region. So how many angles are there? Let me zoom in for you guys. This is very important. This is the first thing you'll learn. Very simple, but important. So we need to count the angles. So there are 4 angles. Can you figure out what are the 4 angles over there? Are you able to imagine? So this is angle number 1. This is angle number 2. This is angle number 3. And this is angle number 4. So there are 4 angles. Let me take up one more pair. This is L5 and L2. This is angle number 1. Angle 2. Angle 3. And angle 4. Could have done a better job over there, but yeah, there are 4 angles basically. How many angles? So there are 4 angles. When lines meet, how many points do they share? One more question. How many points do they share? So we have, say, these 2 lines meeting and they're meeting at 1 point. These 2 lines are meeting and they're meeting at 1 point. These 2 lines are meeting and they're meeting at 1 point. And we have these 2 lines meeting at 1 point. So if you have 2 straight lines, it should have been straight lines. So when lines here, it means straight lines. So it is 1 point. How many angles are found when 2 lines intersect? That we saw 4. Can 2 straight lines intersect at more than 1 point? What do you think? Answer is no. For lines that don't meet, do they seem to stay the same distance apart? So we don't have a scenario over here. Actually, there is. Let me show that for you guys. If I take up this as a line, this as a line. Now, for the lines that don't meet, so these 2 lines are not meeting, do they seem to stay the same distance apart? Do you think the distance between these 2 points are the same? Yes or no? Let me try to help you guys with this. So I'm marking 2 points and I'm drawing a line. And now I'm using this to check if it's so everywhere. Can you see that? The distance is not, the length is not changing. Or is it? Is it changing? Have a look, have a look. Is it changing or is it remaining the same? Yes. The answer is, if the lines do they seem to stay the same distance? Answer is yes. They stay the same distance. Okay, and yes, what next? So what is the conclusion? Well, when a pair of lines meets each other at a point on a plane surface, we say the lines intersect. So here, in this case, let me actually take this. This is more convenient because we have already marked quite a few things. Labeling and all is done. So this is convenient. So whenever they meet, so in this case, L4 and L2, they meet. So that is that we can tell that L2 and L4 intersect each other. So in this case, example, so you can use this for all the discussions over here, L2 and L4. Only one diagram is enough is what I mean. Intersect each other. Then line that meet crosses at one point, they're called as intersecting lines. So basically L2 and L4 are intersecting lines. Again, there are many possibilities. That's one of them. Then what else? We have L3 and L1. L3 and L1. Lines that do not meet even when extended are called as parallel lines. So in this case, let me actually draw this. I'm drawing along the edge. See this two papers. If you keep placing two sheet of papers, not two, this A4 size papers, the white papers you get, right? When you get a printout. If you keep placing them, will they ever meet? Will the edges ever meet? No, right? So that's an example of parallel lines. So let me call this as L6, L7, L6 and L7 are parallel lines. They remain the same distance apart. Two intersecting straight lines form four angles at the crossing point. These are all easy to observe. These are all easy to understand. So whatever we just discussed within this video, we have all the things that is needed for the discussion of this chapter. If you make a clear-cut observation, you are done with this chapter. As simple as that. Literally, the chapter is done. If you're done the observation, if you have a keen observation, it's pretty much done. Just write running note as in whatever you feel is important. Just write that from this section. So you guys can write the question and answers. And finally, this you have to write, the conclusion part.